bonded together in a way that very few casts did.
Everybody was a star in our show. Everybody was recognized for what they did, and everybody did their very best job. We all sort of started in the business together.
The interesting thing about Dukes is if we run into any of the other actors, it's great, but also by the same token, if we run into any of the stunt people, or if we run into any of the grips, the gaffer, if we run into anybody that worked on Dukes, there's a family feeling there that exists to this day, some 20-something years later.
We had the most wonderful cameramen. We had the most wonderful cinematographers. We had the most wonderful stunt group.
Paul Baxley was our coordinator, and Gary, his nephew, doubled me in a lot of the stuff, and Craig, his son, doubled John. So we got to know them very well, and it was a really nice relationship.
Everybody would come by our set to see what was going on next, what they were going to do, because the show, because of the quality people that were hired.
I'm not sure why everybody on Dukes of Hazzard is still so close, and everybody, Jimmy and Sonny and Ben and Rick.
These men were so incredible and so generous with their talent and helping us all.
If you asked them something, they would tell you what they thought, and they also didn't. It wasn't like they came on strong either in their advice. They all seemed to have a tactful way of dealing with our inexperience.
Not that we all. Tom has his master's in music. I went to school for a million years at UCLA and drama classes and have been in a lot of plays. John was incredibly, had done an incredible amount of work for a youngster as well. And but these men took us to another level and watched over us.
They built a family there. They built they made the young people very aware that this was, in fact, a group effort. So there was never any feeling on Dukes like, this is my show, from me or from Tom or from Kathy or from anybody.
All the cast of Dukes of Hazzard were just incredible in their parts, and we all gave each other a lot of respect for that.
There's a lot of unspoken camaraderie in the Dukes of Hazzard,
right,
whether it's between you and I, or you and I and Kathy, or Denver, all those, everybody.
This probably is the longest we've gone without seeing each other.
What did we sing on the show once? We sang it was terrible because we had to. We sang it and then we had to lip sync it in the Boar's Nest because it's kind of a cinematic nightmare to sing live. But it always looks bad, I think.
No, we did the one where we were out in the tree and Kathy sang with us.
That's right. What was that song? What was that song?
I don't know, but it was bad.
It was bad, yeah.
Was it Country Roads or something like that?
No, I don't remember what the heck it was. But it was pretty sad.
But we used to sing together in the car. We would spend days together in the car in front of a screen, rear screen projection they call it, where we would be pretending to drive along in the car and, God, look out, boy, here comes Roscoe.
No.
Jeez, and then
Try
we
that,
would
Roscoe.
jump, land together, kind of together.
It was good. We did some stuff out in the car, for real. In the season we're going to be talking about, I don't think we did rear screen yet. I think
what? Oh, well, we did a lot of car mounts where they would put the camera either in the side window or through the windshield.
Right.
Sometimes they would take a door off and put it down low so it would shoot past my knees towards him.
Right. That was good. I remember one time they put in the trunk. They took the trunk lid off.
Oh, I don't remember.
Put the camera back there.
For what?
That was
the back
good.
of the seat?
For a while, I think it was. Yeah. No, then we turn and look at each other like they do in a movie, rather than the camera here is the camera's there.
Right. We also rode together on a horse one time.
Oh, gee.
And you see this shot.
We kind of rode together
on a horse. You see this shot coming up over the horizon.
Bareback.
Riding horizon, and you see Tom in front and John in back, and all of a sudden you see us just tip right off the side. We're gonna see the boxing episode today.
Ah.
Where I got the knocked out of me by Sonny Shields.
Sonny Shields, yep. Whose son at the time we did the show was the welterweight champion, I believe.
Well, he was in the top 2 or 3. He fought Sugar Ray Leonard, and he fought Tommy
Right.
Hearns, all those cats.
Randy.
Yeah, Randy Shields.
Randy Shields.
But his old man had been boxing for a long time.
Looked like it,
And
too.
I'd be in there doing the thing, and they would yell cut, and somebody'd give me one more shot after I'd relax. Oh, I had a headache for 2 weeks, man. Oof.
You look great, though, on that show.
It was hard.
That was great. It was fun. I remember one time we came back, they gave us a bunch of, we had
Remember when they locked
6 or
Ernie
7
in the trunk?
We had a craft service guy named Ernie. And this particular show we had
Lick your
was
lips.
funny. It was funny on Dukes. Easy. Was funny. Okay, we get anyway.
Because we'd get a flat tire, and 2 seconds later we would be flying along the road again.
Right. And this particular show, sometimes we'd get a flat tire and it'd keep us out of commission, out of commission, out of commission.
And
Yeah,
commission.
out of commission for most of the show. And then other times it would just need to slow us down. This particular episode, we had I think 3 flat tires in the episode. We changed them out of the trunk all the time. And finally, on the last one, we went to we're in front of the house, front of the farmhouse. We went to open the trunk, and Ernie, our craft service guy, gets out with
Gets out of the
with a
trunk.
crowbar. You guys have another flat tire?
It was funnier if you were there.
I guess you had to be there.
But that's okay. We were there.
All right, fellas.
What?
I just want to know something.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that we would be here, sitting here, doing this?
No, honestly, I
500
thought we'd
years
all be
later?
dead by now. It's good to be here, though.
Yeah,
it's nice to be here.
It's great. How many kids do you have?
I have 5 kids. Why? How many kids you got?
I just wanted to know if you picked up any more.
No.
No more kids, just 5. You're going to keep it at 5?
That's it. Done.
I have 2.
Sounds
I
good.
kind of have 4. Yeah, I have 4.
He has 3 kids. 4!
I have 4. We have Andre now.
Yeah, that's right. You
We
have
have
4.
Andre. Yeah, so that's great. But it's been terrific. It's really
Yeah, it's great.
And it's nice that we get together here and hang out and talk about stuff.
Yeah,
It's a shame that other people have to orchestrate it.
yeah,
That's
But,
true. But that's what
whatever.
happens when you're busy.
yeah.
Thank God.
That's
You're
true.
busy.
Yeah.
Superman's
Busy.
dad.
Yeah, super Broadway,
Well,
super business chick here.
I'm glad you came to New York.
We had to.
Yeah.
This is convenient.
You're here.
I'm working about
I
30
shocked.
feet away in Chicago.
He's starring in
doing that
Chicago.
Yeah, doing a great job, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But man,
You know it.
who would have suspected? What were you doing right before you did Dukes?
I was.
What was the last job you did
The
before
last
you
thing
did
I
Dukes?
did before Dukes was I wrote a 1-act play, and I had a writing contract at ABC.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
You knew that.
I
You
don't
just
think I did.
forgot.
No, I didn't know
and
that either.
John?
Yeah.
I was doing the theater.
No, you just got graduated from high school.
Well, but I was still doing the theater.
And card tricks.
doing card
remember?
tricks, yeah.
Card
I was doing a
tricks.
show in Atlanta called the Manhattan Yellow Pages. It was kind of a
Really?
it was a cabaret.
A little review?
A little review. I did Staying Alive, Staying Alive. Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
And
doing-
you were doing a
I did Oklahoma actually.
So
and
when
then
I
we
met
went
you-
down. Then we went to Conyers, Georgia, and took over the Holiday Inn.
All of us around that little swimming
Friday
pool.
night.
I think
all
that's
you
where
can
I
eat
met you.
spaghetti.
Yes, that's where you met me.
Oh my God.
And you told me, you said,
You hadn't met
no,
before
wait,
then?
no, we hadn't met. And he said, Catherine, I love my girlfriend. I love my job. And if I ever change, slap me. Just slap me.
So she
said
beat
that.
the out of him
He
every
said that.
week.
I
had
did
to,
not.
I had to kill him. Every week I had to kill him.
I mean, did you really think it would be a big hit? Did you think it would be a big hit?
I didn't think
I mean,
like
I know
I don't
John
think
was
like
a
that.
kid. He didn't know
didn't
any
know.
better.
But I thought,
when
I'm
you-
having so much fun. I just loved it. I loved everybody on the show.
Well, you were the only
Every
girl in the
person.
cast.
Maybe that's why I loved it so
That
much.
could be.
Yeah, that could
it
have
was
been it.
fun.
She was surrounded.
I was.
Didn't
but I
we,
was married, and it was just,
Not for long.
no, that's true.
Didn't we? I thought we
was-
did the shoot in Griffith Park before we went there. I
Yes,
guess
we
my,
did.
So
Did
you
we
had
shoot-
to
oh,
have
did
been.
Yes, we did, we did, we did, we did.
You sure?
Yes, I'm absolutely
then,
positive.
Because then we didn't
'Cause
wear
that's when
cowboy
we
hats.
I wore a cowboy
Right.
hat there.
We all
That's
wore
when we
cowboy
met
hats.
Sorrel and
Yeah.
Jimmy
In the
there at
okay.
Griffith Park.
Yes.
And we had the moonshine jugs, and it was all this. You could tell that it was at CBS. Nobody that had anything to do with the show thought it was going to last more than the
We
5
had
shows we
nobody
shot
there. Nobody
down there.
showed up. There was just like the
With those
photographer
hats
showed
with the big
up.
things on them, and
Nobody cared about
Tony,
us. It was so
good old
funny.
Tony, who's still taking pictures
Isn't
at
he
CBS.
great?
Yeah,
He's a great guy.
but
That was funny.
and that's when the car doors open too, because there's a lot
That's
of those
right.
old pictures
Yeah.
where
With
the door is open.
The wing open, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're sitting up on top of the car, and all those pictures that have been around for so long, and you've got that look on your face like,
Not that one.
"Take
That's
the
not the one.
picture." That was
That was the
Dave
one-
Sutton.
That was the one where we're in
Where'd
our
that name come
we're in
from?
civvies. There's the poster of us in civvies, and that we're not wearing our Luke
I wasn't
and Bo
wearing
Duke.
mine.
I don't know that.
No, yes.
No, it's because you had
'Cause
the
I'm wearing-
Daisy poster.
I'm wearing like a
greatest
shirt
poster
with
of
a
all
vest,
time.
with a leather
Well, you
vest.
know why that Daisy poster
And
came
you're
into
wearing
being?
something else.
Yeah.
You know what? The poster came into being because they said, Catherine, we want to shoot a poster here with you at Warner Brothers, and we want you to put on a bikini, oil your body, slick your hair back, and could you paint your nails burgundy? And they wanted me to look like every other girl's poster. And I said, that's disgusting. That
That's
is not my
terrible.
part. I'm doing a thing. They said, okay, well, you just go do whatever you want. We're not going to be a part of it. And that's how I ended up owning that poster.
Did you own that poster?
Dukes on.
That's right. Well, that,
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she owned that poster. Beat the Farrah Fawcett poster, didn't it?
beat everything.
That's the greatest poster.